When people come to me for executive coaching, they're usually coming to me uh, about performance. They're usually high performers looking to become higher performers. But quite frankly, the conversations about performance are really surface level conversations. They tend to be conversations about tools, tips, techniques, those kinds of things. But if we think about coaching like an iceberg, executive coaching is the visible part of the iceberg, the 10% that sits above the waterline. And no matter how strong the winds are at the top, the iceberg will only move in the direction of the base. And that's true for your life too. What's hidden beneath the waterline, the depth, the density, the power, that's where your real transformation awaits. That's the deep conversation. So let me ask you this. Do you want to stay at surface level or do you want to go deep? Great. When we move to that deeper level conversation, we're talking about how to get the results below the waterline. And from the perspective of quantum life coaching, which is what I do, we're obsessed with getting you three results. And number one is attuned clarity. There's a lot of noise in this world, and this noise is keeping you from knowing and fulfilling your purpose. So the fundamental question attuned clarity answers is how do I shed every layer of noise, every layer of noise to hear my unique core calling. I mean, how would it feel for you to hear your unique core calling in this world? Yeah, yeah, pretty awesome, right? The second key outcome that we get for you is harmonious focus. Harmonious focus. And you're going, what does that even mean? This is for all the people chasing the myth of work-life balance. Harmonious focus answers the question, how do I conduct my entire life in rhythm with what and who matters most? How do I conduct my entire life in rhythm with what and who matters most? I mean, how would you feel if you had that kind of harmony and focus in your life? Yeah, yeah. And the third key outcome that we're obsessed with is resonant contribution. Have you ever known people that achieve a lot but don't feel fulfilled? Yeah. Well, resonant contribution, this is the kind of fulfillment that we're talking about when you're making a meaningful impact. Resonant contribution for us answers the question of how do I create that joyful, soul nourishing impact that only I can create? How do I create that joyful, soul nourishing impact that only I can create? I mean, how would it feel? How fulfilling would it be to do that? And then I want you just to imagine when attuned clarity, harmonious focus, and resonant contribution are playing in symphony every single day in your life. I mean, what would your life look and feel like with that? I know, a little hard to imagine right now, but trust me, it's possible. And yet, Yet, as important as these three things are, it really isn't just about those three things, is it? There's something deeper you want, isn't there? What is that for you? It's kind of hard to name it, isn't it? Well, I believe that purpose driven executives like yourself deserve, truly deserve, to enjoy life in full so you can live and die with peace and joy. It's a life overflowing with purpose, achievement, and fulfillment, but not just in one area of your life, across all seven dimensions of your life: faith, family, friends, health, wealth, work, and fun. And having that life overflowing with purpose, achievement, and fulfillment across your faith, family, friends, health, wealth, work, and fun. Now, that's what I call living life in full. And when you get right down to it, isn't that what you want? What you truly want? Yeah. So now we've explored this iceberg from executive coaching at the top level of this surface level conversation all the way down to this core level about life in full, this transformational level. But understanding this model conceptually, it's really not enough. If you really want these three things of attuned clarity, harmonious focus, and resonant contribution, we need to assess where you are on those and need to see the gap between where you are and where you want to be. So I've created a calibrated outcome scale to help. Should we look at that?